So a long time ago, I played the Danganronpa fan game, Danganronpa Another Despair Academy, and I liked it. It was a fine game overall, but there was one major problem with it, and that was the fact that you couldn't save during a trial. Like, there was only one save point in the middle of a 3-hour-long trial, and as a busy college student, I do not have the time to sit for 3 hours and do a trial. So let's move on to the second game in the series, where you can actually save in the middle of a trial. So it is better than the first game. Last time we completed the first class trial with Yuri the Ultimate Spaceman and Hajime the Ultimate Boxer dying. And it was revealed that there are 3 members of the Masterminds group in our midst. So, we have to find out who they are. Who the members of what are. And personally, Sora, I think you're the most likely suspect. You said I have amnesia, but we don't even know who you are or what your talent is. Isn't that fishy? For all we know, you're faking your amnesia to hide your void. Hey, Nikki! Yeah, defend me, girlfriend! Let's go! You can't socialize at the moment. Why not? I want to talk to my friends! Just hit me, I felt something. Anyway, that's my point. Even if there are 3 members of Void, we can make them our friends so they all wanted to betray that bastard Mikado. What? Long time no see, everyone. Has it been 2 days or so? What kind of shit are you into, Mikado? Introducing the newly appointed assistant guidance teacher, the former ultimate merchant, Taria Otori.
Omigoto!
Yeah, welcome, teacher. And one more announcement. Starting from tomorrow, all monikers will start sailing towards the second island. There might be some turbulence during your sleep, so please don't mind. I forgot to mention, the stage of our school trip to the island of Nowhere consists of 5 small islands. Each time the class trial lines will head towards a new island on the monocruise. My girlfriend! Hi! Joker, good morning. Sora, good morning. Did you sleep well? It's nothing special. Well, I mean, it's just like Sora, right? I just have to come out right now. It seems like you woke us up as well. Seriously, I feel like just for a moment I can forget everything and relax. By the way, Yoriko, weren't you suspecting us because of the Void? I don't like suspecting other people. Nika and Hibiki was at it with us, so that's why I got upset. I entirely agree with Setsuga and Shinji, but I can't control my feelings, so I acted harshly. To be honest, when Nika said I was a bit reassuring one, I have no memory, so maybe I am a Void and I just can't remember it. I mean, I can't be sure about it, but you're probably not a Void, and even if you are, like I said, I'll be your friend to save you from the rest of the Void, so you don't have to worry about that. Yoriko, can I hug you? What? My heart just skipped a beat. Hug her! Right now! Girlfriend! This is the last advice I can give you guys. No, I won't be joining your group. I won't help you a single bit from now on. Not the problem. This is to preserve my own life. There's definitely a Void in here at this moment as well, though I can't be sure of the number. I don't know who you are, but I beg of you, I won't interfere with your plans or try to discover your identities, so please don't kill me. Voids. The Voids aren't trying to win the class trial. In the last trial, Hajime said, if I win, that's a problem in of itself. It's quite troublesome for the Voids if the Blackened isn't revealed. If the Void commits murder, that means they followed their plans ready to trade their lives. Rogue, I don't mind you asking me the questions, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to help you out. I might have amnesia. I can't seem to remember some stuff, like there's a hole in my memory. Not exactly business, but you there. Have I seen you somewhere before? Are you hitting on me? Oi! It's nothing like that. Am I mistaken? For some reason I get this strange feeling in my head when I look at you face to face. So do you want to drink tea with me? Or something? You two, what are you doing? He was saying on me. Look here, mister, I don't know what's going on, but this is a situation where you can be relaxed. She's jealous. You there, you said you were Sora. Sora? You say Sora? So, tell the truth, I don't care if my methods are unethical. If it's a feasible method and I'm able to keep it a secret. What do you mean by I do think there's a way to produce the basic emotion. To lock up newborn babies, prohibiting all contact with the outside world until they're adults. What? Oh no, this bitch crazy! just think that because of your strong curiosity, Kokoro, and I fully understand that you won't stop at anything to achieve your dream. Regardless of what anyone says, I think you're a kind person. Aren't you at the very front seeking for a way for all of us to escape? And you like being alone, but you're willing to collaborate and talk with us for everyone's sake. I think all that's possible because of your kind heart. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm extremely embarrassed right now. My girl is hitting up all the girls. Because you are the first person that I've shared this much of my personal story with, Fufu. Aw, she likes. Unfortunately, I already have a girlfriend, but you can be my bestie. You're my bestie. I already have a girlfriend. It's Yokoro. Oh, right. Just normal friend things, you know. It doesn't matter. So it's just you, Rara. This eye isn't my own. There's a side effect. Ever since the surgery, you know why I always close my right eye? I'm actually Sans Undertale. Opening is like taking a lens off a camera. It records every situation I've ever been in. It's like instant memorization. It records any visual information, so if I open both eyes, I get dizzy from the confusion of seeing past visual. And more than anything, you look like Sans Undertale. I love Sans Undertale. Hibiki and Kanade. Hibiki, she says she wants to get along with us again. Should we go talk to her and make her feel better? No, leave this to me. You can go to your room. I'll deal with the twins. You can't trust Big Sis? Don't worry, I have something in mind. Oh, you're absolutely gonna die. Yeah? What do you call a rich nut? Cashew! Ah ha 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 ha. It's hilarious, right? Puns never fail to make me laugh. For me to escape, my best way to work is the Harry Peterson. Okay, we're never talking to her again. We're never Oh, wait, no! Wait, never mind, you're an actor! If you like, played Hermione or some shit, never mind, you're based. As long as you aren't the writer, you aren't based. You're just an actor. Okay, never mind, you're based. As long as you don't associate with the writer of that series anymore, you... Hibiki? Oh, you're absolutely going to die. Kokoro's dead. I did not expect to be for Kokoro. Kokoro's on the floor. Dead or unconscious? Okay. When we entered Kokoro's room, there was... Oh, hi. Oh, what's up with you? Kokoro, you woke. Wait, Siobai, why are you here? Is your body okay? Don't waste your breath. She can't speak anymore. How are we going to tell this to Emma? Since I cannot move, can you at least help me with meals? Thank you. Now that my body's like this, I guess I need to pay more attention to health. Please leave the food in front of my door at 8, not 30. Sure you're okay. Alright, then come in the food, but you must enter with Teruya Otori. Huh? Is it a gift? No, it is. Oh, you know what I love? It's so pretty. Come and give your big sis a little kiss. Oh, the big sis shit is gonna be awkward when you fucking give me your underwear. Yeah, Rara, do you want to become my sibling? Let's become blood sisters. Big sis. That's right, Rara, I'm your big sister. Well, fun. Alright, now give me your panties, big sis. This game fucking sucks. Look here. Oh, ow. Isn't it just terrible? Both my arms looking like this. I used to be my father's ashtray? What? Why are you always here, Emma? That's kinda sus. I'm not gonna lie. Look, I get you care about your friend, but it's a bit sussy. Stop it. Has anyone ever seen Kokoro since this morning? She's stuck in her room. Well, when we went to her room last supper, there was no answer, so we just left the door in front of her room. She always opened the door for Emiya, so I got kind of worried. There was no food when I passed there last night, though, right? Is something up? Something might have happened to Kokoro. She didn't answer since yesterday morning. Kokoro, you there? Open up! You're most definitely right. Well, I'd be a bit too late on that. For further reference purposes, let me say it's allowed to break down the door. The rules are strict, but it'll be forgiven to break them in certain situations. For example, a murder. She's dead. No. Shiaki, no. What's the steam? It's freezing. We did our best to ignore that comment and tell ourselves everything would be fine. He fucking froze her in her bed? What the fuck? Oh, fucking nude too? What the fuck? I didn't expect her to die this early. I thought she would, like, live to the end. What the fuck? They fucking stripped her nude before... The victim, time of death is unknown. Location of death is Kokoro Mitsume's room. Both hands and feet have been cut off and are missing. There's also second and third degree frostbite all over the body, causing necrosis to the cell. Thoughts end up killing Kokoro. Okay, right off the bat, my suspect is on you, the reporter man. Disconnected from the hands and feet. No, dry blood stains. It looks some time have passed for these blood stains to dry. The color proves that. So what are those blood stains? It doesn't seem like it's disconnected from the hands and feet. Ah! From the looks of it, the blood is of the disconnected section of hands and feet is frozen. A drum container. What is this doing in Kokoro's rooms? The drum container is labeled with the letters caution, liquid nitrogen. Setsuko, look, I found another clue. It's liquid nitrogen. The culprit must have used this to freeze Kokoro. If they use liquid nitrogen, there must be some traces left somewhere. What's this? Dry ice? It's an open bag of dry ice. I found it on the floor. So is this how they freeze Kokoro? Yeah, wouldn't it be difficult to freeze someone with just these? You could partially freeze some parts, but this is a solid material. Definitely not enough to completely freeze Kokoro's whole body. Maybe they put the dry ice into the nitrogen? Think about it. Our rooms can only be opened by those in our handbook. The handbook is inside the room, and yet Kokoro was killed inside of the room. Nikki, maybe if someone had stolen the handbook, couldn't they enter whatever they wanted? They could have snatched the handbook while giving her food. Then they could... That's not possible either. So what if they steal it? You can't turn it on if you don't have the owner's fingerprints. Even if you happen to leave the handbook still powered on, it automatically enters sleep mode after a certain amount of time. So unless you plan to re-enter right after, you won't... That's perfectly timed. I thought it was a normal refrigerator, but I soon found some oddities within its structure. The divider is a bit tilted. Yep, this is Kokoro's dying message. I thought these were just frozen icicles. We can deduce two facts. First, the refrigerator's output is at maximum power. Take a closer look at these icicles. The icicles are small carvings and they're lower. It says F-O. Two of those 8 icicles are overlapped. The longer one had penetrated the small one, and the Pierce icicle has a smaller one. Has not an F and O, but an F and I engraved on it. Out of your mind? Investigation? Why even bother when I already know who done it? What do you mean by knowing who done it? The culprit slipped a huge mistake in their words in front of only me. I was jogging this morning. I found something at the balcony. I saw something like a white long cloth going towards the balcony. One of the wigs had some shards on it or something. I don't know how it got here. Maybe I'm being overly cautious. What? I guess this is what we should be talking about. Wait, do we really need to? The culprit is already clear as day. Who is it? Yoko Kabuya. Need I say more? Fucking again? Yoko said it yourself. She went to the village right after when she practiced cooking. Yeah, we left the meal on her doorstep and Yoko went straight to the village. She said she was practicing cooking. Well, I did pass some people on my way there. You keep saying that, if you're saying that Yoko used liquid nitrogen to freeze Sora, that's wrong. If she really used that to freeze Kokoro, there would have been some traces somewhere left in the room. It's probably the refrigerator. The culprit froze Kokoro with a refrigerator. There is a culprit. This is a case where if you think about the method first, it becomes more difficult. How about we break this thought process by figuring out the culprit first? The evidence pointing towards the culprit. I'm sure you know it. I'll help you out. It'll be much easier. These icicles, there's exactly 8 of them, and on each of them, F and O are written. 2 of them are stuck together. The penetrated icicle is different from the other. It has I instead of O. F stands for female. There are 8 icicles for 8 of us. O stands for others. Out of the 7, one of the 7 O's is penetrating I. You can interpret this message as one of the 7 girls killed me. To deduce the killer's identity as well. They all seem similar, but the I that penetrated the O icicle is extremely longer than the others. Keeping on the theory that the I's represent the girl's lengths are probably analogous to our heights. The tallest out of the girls was the killer. Setsuka? That's really dumb if that's who tells us who the culprit is. You. The Logic Craft is a brand new minigame. When the minigame starts, block will right to the... You have to make sure to dodge these. Ascend by holding the Z. It's Flappy Bird! She disguises Teruya! During one of the visits! She disguised as Teruya! No, but Teruya said she visited everyone. It's not like the ultimate cosplayer. But what if the Kokoro we met was not the actual Kokoro? What if Emma was disguised as Kokoro and Kokoro was already dead? Quick question. Iroha has constantly consisted that this case is because of the curse of the Snow Girl, right? Why would you believe such a thing in the first place? No, Kabuki, this is obviously a copycat crime, and the killer had reason to do this. A cover to conceal the trick of the locked room murder. Kokoro's own student handbook recognizes nothing but her fingerprints. It'd be turned off even if the other person keeps on touching it. Then what if the killer had Kokoro's fingerprints? If they had the hand! The cause of death was cutting off the hand! That's why they needed to cut off the hand to commit the murder! That's why they cut off the hand! But how do you do that? It's not only a matter of hiding it. You could cut off the hand and then just cut off the finger. By the time we discovered Kokoro's body, it was just beginning to melt to bleed, but there was a dry blood stain on the bed. The dry blood stain was by cutting off the fingertip at the beginning. The imitation of the legend was just for show. Kokoro's room disguised as her. And most surprisingly, the one who came out last during the performance. When we brought Kokoro back to her room, was Emma. Okay, that was a guess. Emma, did you just say endemic disease? That's weird. Those who weren't with us at Seoba's examination shouldn't know that. Oh! Kokoro's been self-disrespected dead woman. This is the request. I was attacked by the void. I want to blow the cover of the void who attacked me, so please make it a false examination for my safety, and deliver that fake result to the others. You mean that Kokoro wasn't sick at all? That's a little different. That request was not made by the real Kokoro in the first place. You said you know who the killer is. Did you say you got who it is just by that request? I would not leak you this, so she could have spoken when there were just two of us. But she used the tablet PC to converse, even measure for disease, not an attack. She's got a fever, inducing us to think of a disease. She used Seoba's examination to nail it down. The case began with a performance Setsuka set up. I was certain Setsuka was going to die this chapter. During the performance, Kokoro suddenly fell down. Wait, does that mean is the gimmick that for this game being that the person who helps us in the last trial dies in the next trial, so is Kanade gonna die in the next one? At this moment, the Kokoro said her body is as hot as lava to make it seem like she had a disease. But in fact, it was actually an attack by the killer once his pollution. We immediately brought Kokoro to the dorm room, where used her finger to turn on the student handbook. The handbook was only turned on by its owner's fingerprint. This was later confirmed used by the killer. The killer pretended to worry about Kokoro and left the room. It was to seal Kokoro's student handbook. As soon as bedtime came, the killer went back to Kokoro's room after everyone was asleep. After seeing that nobody was watching her, the killer started preparation. Because she was tied up by Kokoro and cut off her finger, she was tied up by Kokoro and cut off her fingertip. This was because she needed Kokoro's fingerprint. After she stopped the bleeding, she put Kokoro. Then the killer set the refrigerator to instant freeze to freeze Kokoro's death. Then the killer started to prepare for disguise. The key to this murder was to disguise as Kokoro, pretending as if she was still alive. For that, she collected her clothes, but she still needed the hair part. Here, the killer took interest in the museum dressing room and started her plan from there. She had to get ready for the disguise before the next morning, but it was impossible for her to get to the museum as nighttime had already come. So the killer had used a rope-like thing to jump from the monitor rooms to the balcony on the first floor. Arriving at the museum, she took a wig that looked similar to Kokoro's hair from the dressing room. This made her lost in the dressing room props list. She destroyed the Yuki-onna statue and used its hair to fill the props list instead. The destruction not only covered the loss, but also gave us the sense that the Yuki-onna is broken. Considering the body's state that we discovered in, the as well, he did that perfectly. The next morning, the killer came back to the monitors and read after the door opened and removed the evidence of the balcony, and she used Koko's student handbook to send a request to Seobai. I was attacked by the void and want to conceal that information, so please bring a false examination upon me and tell me the disease to the others. That was the request. Seobai the Scrooge accepted this, but felt that something wasn't quite right as she saw the disguised killer, remaining ever silent in front of Seobai himself, and the situation that contradicts she's got a fever mentioned by the killer last night. He was able to spot the secret symptoms. Anyways, false examination made us believe that Koko had been suffering from a disease, which allowed the killer to overcome the biggest challenge of the disguise, voice and height. In addition, the killer required us to bring meals for her at specific times because she was disabled. This was to reduce the risk of an unexpected situation and to disguise more easily. So the killer had to finish her meal earlier to disguise Koko, and this made her look more suspicious. For a few days, we delivered meals to the disguised killer and saw the face of Koko. Nobody ever noticed that Koko was dying at the very moment. She was wearing a mask the whole time! At the same time, Koko was gradually being frozen in the refrigerator, but she left a dying message with the last of her strength. She broke 8 icicles, which were freezing by instant freeze mode, and carved F on the front and O on the back. And on the last icicle, she carved I on the back and penetrated the longest icicle to the I icicle. The I icicle means 8F females. Namely, the tallest among the females was the one who killed I, in other words, Koko. Indeed, the killer was the tallest among the females. We couldn't have noticed the killer without the dying message. As time has passed, the Koko finally died. This morning, the killer used the empty drum and the bag of ice she collected the night before to finish her crime. She put a liquid nitrogen label onto the drum so that we mistake the freezing method for liquid nitrogen and not the refrigerator. Then she took out Koko's frozen body and cut the hands and feet off to prevent us from coming up with the idea of the fingerprint from the cut fingertip, and also to pretend that the Yukiona's curse had been cast. Then she got dry ice onto Koko's body to slow down the melting and left the room. Other remained for us was to feel something suspicious as we deliver a meal and eventually discover the body. The killer this time was cunning and careful. In fact, we might not have noticed right away that Koko had not left a message. The killer murdered Koko. Could be nobody but you, Emma Barbarobi. There's no particular reason. I did it because I'm a void, just like you said. That's all Hajime was, and I'm Mikado's co-conspirator and ally too. Someone and risking execution. So Emma was supposed to murder too? That is one point. I'll be certain that it wasn't Miss Barbarobi's turn. Each of the 5 voids has to commit a murder in the set order. I believe Mr. Makanouchi has mentioned this before. Of course, anyone else is welcome to kill. You may consider this as a safeguard against deadlock. If only voids commit murder, other voids with knowledge of the kill order will instantly know the identity of the culprit before the trial. It would be like watching a mystery TV show after having been spoiled the ending. However, it is surely a great merit to know who is supposed to murder next. I was perplexed after realizing who the culprit was. The occurrence of a non-void murder was within my expectation, but more voids muttering up the kill order. It would have been nice if I would have informed of this as advance. I'm sorry, Mikado. I messed up the reenactment. Although you may not have noticed it, you reenacted, so encouraging me to join the rest of you. I'll join you only under one condition. I have plans to cooperate this and resolve the situation if you decide to work with us, Emma. Can you understand? My condition is for you, a member of Void, to stop working for them and join us. Join us even more. Whether about your father or your adoptive parents, we'll do the best we can to help. No, I'll do whatever you say. I'll bring money. Please don't hurt me. Even if Kokoro did not bring up my past, I would never have betrayed Void. As a Void, I would put everything into one last hope we have, even if it costs you your life. I'd better be a dead person if the plan fails. Stood by, watching her. I'll say one last thing. Shinji's plan, I don't think it was fundamentally in the wrong direction. If we had another way out, we would have agreed to join this nasty plan. Hajime felt it, and I did too. Had we met you in another setting and we stayed good friends, but while the plan in action, all this process means nothing. No matter what you all do, the outcome is already set. upcoming stream.
Why so serious?
The Joker? I'm the Joker, baby! What? Simply jump off the... Is this what's happening? Professor Dumbledore! They killed the they hit the second tower, Professor Dumbledore! What the What is this fucking... What? Thank you for watching this video, and once again, fuck J.K. Rowling.